Today, ooh, well, that's it. As soon as I start up, the wind comes up. Okay. You realize we're winning. A couple of days ago, Mr. Trump, you know that guy, Mr. Trump? He mentioned Europe and he's settling. He's mentioning how mean China is. He claims he's trying to settle up with Mexico. Not a mention of Canada. You know why? Our consumer boycott is working. No kidding. Because governments, if an ordinary guy is like you and me and we do something at the grassroots level, below the level of political action, below their station, politicians, including the ones that's supposed to be on your side, don't like it. That's why you don't see anything from the Canadian government. And how do I know it's working? First, Trump didn't mention Canada. Not a word, not a peep, not a squeak. Oops, there's a squeak. Okay. Understand that. He didn't mention us. Second observation. I've been looking at the buffalo stations and stuff. The farmers are complaining about they're not selling enough. All of a sudden the prices are going down because they got too much inventory. And they haven't even hit the harvest yet. You know why? Well, they're blaming it on China, which is good. The U.S. federal government is blaming it on China. China's very convenient, you know. But you know who's really hitting hard? The Canadian boycott. I hate the word boycott. We should call it the Canadian preferential. It's working. It doesn't sound like much. You don't have to do much. You just have to, even if you don't buy an American, like, understand, our economy is so tied with the Americans, you can't avoid buying American-made products. I don't care what you say. But as long as you try, every time you try, you say, oh, here's a Canadian product versus an American product. Loblaws is putting up the price. They're just using the boycott, the tariffs as an excuse to jack up the price. You know that, I know that. They won't reduce it after. That's Loblaws for you. Ooh. Sawed it in half. But we are winning. Seriously. I believe we're winning. Here's another thing. You got to understand. If you're a company and you order from China, there's something called an order cycle. It's where you identify the demand. You establish a purchase order. You get the agreement to finance it, blah, 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 blah. That takes, believe it or not, that takes some time sometimes. They finance the deal, place the order. The order comes back and say it'll be ready to be shipped, blah, blah, blah. From China, you add about inside 4 months. That's the quickest it can be. Usually it's 6, so you can count 6. So any change, now soybeans is different because it's what they call front-end loaded. Other than a major commodity like soybeans, all the other stuff, there's a 6-month gap, like clothes and stuff like that. Clothes, items, computers, there's a 6-month gap, right? But if there's a tariff against an American product, there's usually a 6-month gap with the Chinese. And with the European, there could be a 4-month gap. That's just the way the order cycles work. You'll notice that Harley-Davidson, all of a sudden, boom, their sales fell off. Their international sales fell off. Well, see, Canada's lumped in with the foreign market, the Europeans. So it isn't the Europeans that stop buying the motorcycles. It's you. You're winning. Yay. Oh, we love you, Trumpy. We love you, Trump.